Millions of customers' dollars are missing right now. Millions of dollars are missing. Thousands of people are complaining online on social media that their money has essentially evaporated. All right. And this is another one of these glitches, another glitch we've had. All right. We've had a lot of glitches lately, it seems like, right? All these technological glitches, what's really going on, what's really happening, and what's coming next. All right. I have Bank of America, and this was a very concerning article. And actually, when I checked my bank after reading this, I actually had some money missing too. And I still haven't figured out where it went. I've went through all the accounting. There's nothing, like, I can't figure it out either. So it's one of these things. How many more glitches are we going to have? I have hundreds of dollars missing that I'm not sure exactly what happened, right? Hopefully it gets resolved, but let's get into the details here, and we will get into lots of people's stories that are telling us what's going on too, personally with them. All right, so Bank of America customers report, quote, disappeared money from accounts after Zelle issue. So Bank of America is trying to blame this on Zelle, but Zelle is coming out and saying, this wasn't us. We had nothing to do with this. This was not our servers. This was not our systems, because Zelle is integrated with tons of other banks, thousands of other banks across the country use Zelle, and none of them had problems. It was only Bank of America, right? And I don't even use Zelle either, and I'm telling you, I have hundreds of dollars missing, and I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've went through all my accounting, all the transactions, and it was so weird because I just checked it right after this article, and I was like, how was there $200 almost missing? Very strange. And this could be hitting your bank account too if you have Bank of America. So let's get into these details and what people are posting. So you can see here, this was posted from Wall Street Silver on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. All right, I'm posting on there all the time, and go check that out. But check out this video that was posted by Wall Street Silver, and they're saying lots of reports on Instagram, TikTok, Reddit of problems of Bank of America. And customers are missing money and not able to get answers. And this video here has 1.9 million views, and it showed a guy inside Bank of America, and there was about a dozen people in there all lined up, and more people walking in saying, our money's missing, we don't know where our money is. And he was asking people, are you here for missing money? Are you here? They were all there for missing money, and they had no solutions. They were just like, oh, call customer service. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Sorry, we're just like an individual bank branch. They're like, that's a corporate thing, that's a system thing. Like, there's nothing we can do about that. It's one of these things. Everyone's getting pushed off. Zelle's telling people to call Bank of America, and Bank of America is blaming it on Zelle. All right. Let me see if I can get this. I think right here. All right. Yeah, perfect. So Zelle, a peer-to-peer payment processor that is available through more than 1,700 financial institutions. None of these other ones have been affected. Only Bank of America said that, quote, the issue was not the result of any issues with the Zelle network. So Zelle is saying, it ain't us. It ain't us. We're not doing this, all right? You can see here multiple tweets from people coming out and saying, my money's gone too, all right? This person here says $4,500 here. Told me I have to wait 2 weeks for this to be resolved. Very strange and very weird. And even the accounting on my account personally was very strange and didn't make sense. Even my wife was looking, I was like, am I like tripping out here? This accounting doesn't even make sense, the balance that it shows you for everything. I was like, these numbers don't even add up or make sense to what was actually in the account. So I'm not sure what's going on. This is very scary that this could happen at any moment, and it's just another one of these glitches. You should have cash. You should be prepared, guys. You never know when the banks could be hit. We've seen the FAA grounded. We saw thousands of ships cyber attacked and their software systems taken offline. And now we're seeing Bank of America customers' money evaporate. Something's going on, right? Something's happening, and you need to be prepared. We need to be prepared, guys. So this person here, Tammy Marie, said, happened to my son. No one is helping him. Bank of America is sending him to Zelle customer service, and the Zelle sends him back to Bank of America. He is now negative in his accounts by thousands. So thankfully, I'm only missing a couple hundred. It could be just a random coincidence, but on the same day, yesterday, when I read this article and right after I checked my account, I was missing about $200. So very strange, very suspicious. And this person, $4,500. People are missing thousands of dollars, and thousands of people are complaining. This is millions of dollars that's disappearing, and it's unaccounted for. All right. And this is also affecting one other bank too. We have another person calling out another bank. We will get to that in just a second. So here's another tweet from Greggy Murphy. It says there's a Bank of America issue where Zelle transfers after January 9th aren't being reflected in the balances of your bank account. I almost lost my mind when I saw $2,000 was missing from my account. Not accepting calls because of, quote, extenuating circumstances is insane. All right. So they are not even, their customer service lines are overwhelmed right now too, because people are freaking out and calling in about this. All right. This is a huge deal. We could see cyber attacks on banking institutions. That's a real thing. That's a real threat. And we could see it internally or externally. There could be rogue employees at banks that implement rogue code. All right, this FAA thing was implemented by an engineer that implemented rogue code. It was supposed to be a software update in the middle of the day, in the middle of a work day, when the software wasn't supposed to be updated for 6 more years. He just randomly is like, oh, I got to update this code. This one random engineer who had no approval inserted a corrupt file into the FAA's mainframe and corrupted the whole system. All right. One of these things, they're investigating whether this was intentional or not at the FAA right now. So it could be an internal thing, or it could be external as well. We could be seeing cyber attacks, or it could be false flag scenarios where it's set up to look like somebody else did it. I kind of reviewed that on my 1,000 ships got cyber attacked video. Go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. All right, so this is another person, Brianna. They said, so cool how Bank of America magically disappeared a large Zelle transaction that had already been posted and I had used to pay bills. Now I'm extremely in debt in my checking and I can't get a hold of them. Unbelievable. The phone lines are overwhelmed, all right? So one of these things, I always say this, but it's just true for preparedness and for emergency situations. In real emergencies, the emergency services, all this stuff, it's not going to work, all right? And this is another person that said even Sinovis Bank, very suspicious things were going on with them. All right, so here's the tweet. It says, Sinovis Bank has done this all month with their mortgages to everyone. Surprised no one has said anything. They withdrew money from everyone's account on the 2nd and cannot physically prove that it went through, although missing from my checking. Look into that. So they're saying that Sinovis Bank processed their mortgage payment, and they're saying this is happening to a lot more people they're seeing, but it processed their mortgage payment, but then there's no physical proof, there's no transaction proof that it's there. It's not on the ledger, right? It's not on the checking, it's not on the accounting, it's not on anything where they actually paid it, but the money's gone from their account. The money's gone. That's why I was saying my account was so strange. I'm missing, I don't know what's happened, all right? There's no new transactions. There's nothing. I scrolled back for 2 weeks. I didn't see anything weird, suspicious, anything out of the ordinary, and no new transactions. And my account was just missing $200 for some reason, all right? And I can't figure it out. And it's one of those things, even the checking the accounting on it, it just looked weird. It looked suspicious. The numbers on it, they did not look right. And I don't know, maybe we're seeing these glitches more often. Maybe this is a consequence of this technological banking system that we're in, this central digital banking currency that we're moving towards too, all right? This is one of the main problems, is that you could be locked out of your account at any moment, okay? Once everything's digital, there is no cash, there is no alternative, there is no having a backup bank account. It's all linked to one, and it's all one digital currency, and they can control that and manipulate that. So that's just one of the downfalls that we see. But the Fed is moving forward with it. The Fed has a plan with the New York Federal Reserve has a test pilot plan for a central banking digital currency in the United States right now. It's going on right now. I covered it a couple months ago. All right. So let me know what you think about this. Hit it down below. Do you have Bank of America? Do you have Zelle? Are you seeing any of these issues Very strange, very suspicious. Another glitch, just another one, another glitch in the long line of glitches that we've had the past couple weeks. All right, so thank you guys so much. Get prepared. Make sure you have some cash on you. All right, and you guys have a big old blessed day.